bright, mega fresh citrus fragrances. Who doesn't enjoy just a really great, super fresh fragrance? In this video, I've got 10 fantastic ones, varying price points from cheapies to very expensive luxury fragrances. We're touching all the bases here with 10 of my absolute favorite super bright, fresh fragrances. So stay tuned. Starting with one of my favorite releases from 2021, that being Acqua di Gio. This is Profondo Lights. So I absolutely love Profondo. Just wore it a couple of days ago, but this is just that much brighter, that much fresher, that much greener than the original. Overall, I just think it smells a bit better. For as great as Profondo is, I think this fragrance edges it out just a bit because the scent is just that much more enjoyable. It's lighter, brighter, and fresher. The balance has changed. It's still very aquatic in its core. It's still Profondo's DNA, but it's less aquatic, more green. There's a beautiful bright rosemary note, if I remember correctly. That's the bright green note that's in here. Adds a bit of a crispy, fresh, spicy type of quality. Very bright citrus up top. It's still very, very watery and aquatic, but like I said, it leans a bit more fresh and green than just watery aquatic. Gorgeous fragrance from last year. If you've yet to get your nose on this, absolutely get your nose on it. Get out, sample it. Usually when they do flankers of flankers, they don't last real long. So as far as I know, it's still on the market, but not the easiest fragrance to find overall. But definitely worthy of a sample, especially if you don't have Profondo already. You may end up wanting this one. Solid performer too. It's Acqua di Gio Profondo Lights. With Invictus Acqua supposedly being discontinued, the 2018, my personal favorite fragrance, I was thrilled to come across this 2021 release that's just a fantastic replacement for it in my opinion. Jesus del Pozo Halloween Man Hero. The very interesting rainbow gradient colored bottle, but it's beautiful. This is such a good scent. Super bright, fresh, aquatic, zesty, mouth-watering citrus up top. Just beautiful. A bit more soapy than Invictus Acqua because you have lavender here versus the violet that you will find in Invictus Acqua. Solid performer, not a beast. 6 to 7 hour fragrance for me. I'm sure some will get a little bit less. Some will get about what I get, maybe even more. This stuff is delightful. You can find a 4.2 ounce like this in the $40 range, and I think that is a fantastic price point for this because it's such a great fragrance. If you're looking for really bright, fresh, compliment magnet, attractive smelling fragrances, they did a great job with this one. This, like I said, not one-to-one with Invictus Acqua, but damn close. Does the job. Just a little bit more fruity and a little bit more soapy than Invictus Acqua, but overall very, very similar and does a very similar job and performs very similar. Like I said, not one-to-one, but man, bright, juicy fruit type of smell. Not really zesty, a little bit more on the sweet, fruity side, but still extremely bright, watery, aquatic. Beautiful. I mean, must try in my opinion. One of the better cheapies out there right now. It's Halloween Man Hero. Bright citrus, fresh herbal green tea. A lovely woody base. Wulong Cha from Nishane. This one can be found in the low 100s from places like Kingdom Fragrances and places like that. Discounters online. Believable. Performer. For as bright of a fragrance as this is, it performs really well. It's like an 8-hour scent on my skin. There's a juicy fig in the base. There's a very clean musk. It's got some complexity. There's layers to this fragrance. For being a super bright citrus fragrance, there's a lot of layers here. It transitions from bright, invigorating, and uplifting to smooth, calming, and juicy. The different notes, all the citrus up top, then that nice herbal green tea, then you get into that muskiness and that fig note. Beautiful. I love a great juicy fig, and there's a prominent juicy fig note here that adds almost a watery kind of soapy fruit smell Very distinctive, very delectable if you like figs. I love figs. I love a good fig fragrance too. And this is a great tea, citrus/tea/fig fragrance. It's kind of 3 different genres and styles all in one, masterfully done and balanced. This is really good, and like I said, it performs really well. This is a must try if you're looking for a bright, fresh luxury scent. One of the higher quality fragrances out there. And you love freshies, but you really want one that lasts. Check out Wulong Cha from Nishane. One I haven't spoken about in quite a while on the channel, and this is the fragrance that actually sparked the video topic idea in the first place. It's my favorite fragrance from Authenticity Perfumes. It is Summer Vibes 2.0. I typically wear this one in the summer, as the name will lead you to believe, but once springtime hits, I'll probably be pulling this bad boy out. Super bright citrus medley, tangerine, lime, bright aromatic soapy lavender, very zesty, crazy fresh, mega fresh. A bit harsh in the opening because it's so damn fresh. As it starts to tone down, there's a little slightly herbaceous dry cannabis note. There's a creamy woody nature to this as well. The opening's super bright and will grab you, but the heart and dry down is where the magic is on this one, in my opinion, and it performs. This is a loud fragrance. You don't need a lot of sprays. It's a 50% oil concentration, and it's the best of the line. They had the original, the yellow label, the newer one 3.0, which is a different scent profile with the orange label. That's more of a bowl of fruits type of smell, whereas this is more heavy lavender, lime, and tangerine up top. That's the main things I get in the opening. It's powerful. It's super mega fresh. If you want super mega fresh, it's something a little different from a smaller indie brand, check out Authenticity Perfumes Summer Vibes 2.0. So why EDT is the brightest in the line? Because of the aldehydes note, and it's a lighter scent overall. But if you want this gorgeous, beautiful lemon note with this crispy ginger, you need to check out Y Eau Fraiche from YSL. This stuff is gorgeous. This runs a close race for freshest with YEDT. Gorgeous, gorgeous, almost lemon heads type of lemon, and there's an even warmer lemon follow-up with this bright, crispy ginger note. The way it works with the lemon, it starts off fresh candied lemon and moves into warm lemon, but it maintains this zesty, bright nature. It's a beautiful fragrance that, even though it's called the Eau Fraiche flanker, it doesn't perform like an Eau Fraiche. It performs like your standard eau de toilette, 5, 6, even 7 hours sometimes if you spray your clothes, but 5 to 6 hour range. It's an average performer, but not an average scent. This stuff smells really, really good. This is absolutely worthy of a sample. This is one of the flankers that kind of gets lost in the shuffle because the EDP is so immensely popular. And then the new Le Parfum took a lot of hype because it was the new release. It was the Parfum version, whereas the Eau Fraiche kind of got pushed to the side. It's a release from 2 years ago. It's 2 releases back, and it's extremely gorgeous. If you love bright lemon, sweet candied lemon to warm lemon, it transitions. You might want to check out Y Eau Fraiche. One that doesn't seem to get a lot of love because it's not the strongest of performers, but it is a beautiful, fresh lime, citrus type of fragrance. It is Coach for Men Blue. You can find this one for a really good price these days. I got this one from Kingdom Fragrances a while back. Back in late 2020, actually, was when I got my hands on this one. There's an absinthe note. It's got a gorgeous, juicy lime type of smell. Still has a little bit of that amberwood suede type of feel that the original and platinum have, but it's toned back, brightened up greatly. This is the freshest of the 3 fragrances. Coach for Men is still a very bright, fresh blue style fragrance, but this is more of a light blue because it's that much fresher, that much brighter, and more targeted around absinthe lime type of smell. If you like bright lime, this is a really good one to get your hands on. You can get in the $30 some odd range for a 100 ml like this. Not a great performer, 4 or 5 hour fragrance, don't get me wrong, at best. But if you don't mind refreshing, this is one of the freshest, this is one of the brightest of the more recent designer releases that you can get for a really, really affordable price. Again, that's Coach for Men Blue. Admittedly, the most expensive fragrance in this video, but Honestly, it's the best fragrance in this video. It's the best smelling fruity fresh fragrance I've ever put my nose on. It's Roja Parfum's Elysium Parfum Pour Homme, the original, not the blue bottle, not the Parfum Cologne. That's a great fragrance in its own right. This is even better, but this is much more pricey. So what's great about this is the authenticity. It's such a natural citrus smell. It smells like taking lime, orange, bergamot, lemon, and just squeezing the juices right there in front of you, and you get all that zesty, bright, fruity freshness just being right in front of you. It's gorgeous. There's a little bit of fresh greens here. There's some woods. There's a lot of complexity here. It is one of the Roja Parfum's Parfum line, so there is much more complexity here. The performance is definitely there. For a fresh fragrance, this stuff sticks to my skin like glue. Not a room filler, but definitely a pretty strong scent trail with an average scent bubble. It projects in the, pretty heavy range in the first 2 hours, and then the magic is the trail because it's a dense aura. It's a dense aroma because it's a parfum concentration. For a citrus dominant fragrance, this is cream of the crop. It's definitely one that everybody should try. It's very pricey, but worthy of the olfactive experience. The only downside is, more than likely, once you get your nose on this and give yourself a test wearing or two, you're probably really going to want a bottle, and they're very pricey. I don't advise getting clones over the originals because, like I said, the clones can't touch this. They can try, they can come close in scent profile, they cannot touch the quality overall. Not in my experience anyways, all the several different clones I've tried of this. But you need to have the olfactive experience. I say the same thing about Aventus. Everybody should try Aventus just so they can say they've tried Aventus and they understand what everybody's trying to replicate. Same thing goes for Elysium Parfum Pour Homme. Everybody should experience this, in my opinion. One of the best fresh fragrances on the market. Speaking of bright, fresh, clean musk, Versace Man Eau Fraiche. Just talked about this in my best gym fragrance video not that long ago because it is a fantastic gym scent. It's a lovely daily wear. It's great in the summer. It can pull a compliment or two when people can smell you. It's been around a long time. It's extremely popular. There's a lot of fragrances that smell similar to it, but if you want that exact smell, you should always go with the original, and Versace Man Eau Fraiche being that. This is a beautiful scent. A lot of bright citrus. It's got a watery feel without being too aquatic. It doesn't have that marine tone by the beach, but it has kind of being on vacation. It still has that vibe without being on the beach at the same time. Like I said, a lot of bright, mouth-watering, fresh, invigorating citrus. Lot of citrus. This is a citrus bomb up top, but it does start to get much more clean musky in its heart and into this dry down. That's one of the things that's most attractive about this, is this gorgeous clean white musk smell. A little bit on the shower gel side, but doesn't really completely smell like shower gel because it's much fresher than your average shower gel. Average performer, 5 to 6 hour fragrance for sure. This is one you can bathe in and you're not going to offend anybody. If anything, you turn better chance at getting a compliment by dialing up the sprays if you spray heavy with this one. I would advise spraying heavy with this one, honestly. One of the best out there ever made. Versace Man Eau Fraiche. Hard to get a hold of. Every time they restock at these discounters, they sell out rather quickly. They do pop up. Kingdom Fragrances, FragranceBuy.ca, FragranceNet, different places. They restock them from time to time, and when you can get your hands on a bottle, it's totally worth it because it smells so damn good. Mercedes-Benz Cologne. I myself have 2 bottles. This is one that I've been enjoying wearing in the evenings more so in the last several months. Orange, mandarin orange, lemon, grapefruit, just this gorgeous citrus medley. Kind of has the lemonade vibe going, but with a little bit of a twang, a little bit of tangy zestiness to it from the orange and the mandarin orange that's in here as well. It's got a musky nature. It's not real woody, but there's a little woody tone in the deeper dry down. It's an average performer for me. I've heard some people get pretty weak performance. I've heard some people get 8-9 hours on their skin. I don't get that, but I do get about 5 or 6 hours of life on my skin, and it does radiate pretty heavy in the first hour, hour and a half. It is a pretty strong projection, big bright scent bubble in the first hour to hour and a half, and then admittedly it does get a lot closer to the skin, but this is one of the best smelling fragrances ever made. I stand by that statement. I've said it many times. I'm saying it again. Mercedes-Benz Cologne. It's a must-have when you can get it for a decent price. If you can get this under $50, it's worth owning. It really is. The days of getting it in the $30 range, probably pretty much over, but if you, like I said, if you can get it in the 50 some odd dollar range or less, I say it's a must grab. If you're looking for one of the best bright citrus notes ever, the top note on this is to die for. It's one of the best top notes ever. You can bathe in this stuff just like with Versace Man Eau Fraiche. You can spray yourself down. You're not offending anybody with this. Everybody can wear it. Nothing masculine or feminine about it. It just smells like summer. Get your hands on it if you can. Mercedes-Benz Cologne. Now, this was a limited release fragrance that sold out many months ago, but this fragrance fits this video topic better than any of the rest, honestly, because it's one of the best smelling citrus medley fragrances I've ever smelled, and it performs great. It is in collaboration with Mega Dave from Eau Fraiche. It is Dua Eau Fraiche. I had to have it in here. You can't get it. I'm sorry. I know when I talk about discontinued fragrances, sometimes some of you get disappointed or upset, and I'm sorry for that. I really am. But I haven't smelled it in a while. So good. There's some florals. There's damn near every citrus you can imagine in this top note. It's got some creaminess. It's rich. It's very long lasting. I smell it floating in the air. This is one of my favorite citrus fragrances ever made. Dave and Dua, they did their thing with this one. I absolutely love this fragrance. That's why I saved it for last. Unfortunately, like I said, you can't get it. It was only available for a couple of weeks. It was a limited release type of thing. And I did not hesitate as soon as it got released. I jumped on Dua's website. I purchased a bottle immediately. I told Dave, message me as soon as it goes live. I don't want to miss out. And I bought myself a bottle. I'm so glad to have it. It's a 110 ml. You don't need a lot of sprays. I do about 5 or 6 when really you don't need that much, but 5 or 6, real good scent bubble, super enjoyable. It's still floating in the air in front of me. It's an extrait to Parfum concentration. Man, the quality is there. It's such a great fragrance. For those of you that have this, you know what I'm talking about. It's one of the best citrus fragrances I have ever smelled, and it actually, I think, is the best performing citrus fragrance besides Elysium Parfum that I have. If you have a way of getting your nose on it, get your nose on it. For those of you that have it, maybe it's time to pull it out and spray it again. Dua Eau Fraiche. Well, that's the 10 that I have for you today. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. What in this video have you tried? Do you have? Did you used to have? Let me know your thoughts on them down below. And if you don't have them, what in this video sparked your interest? Very curious. Did any of these sound like, ooh, I need to get my nose on that. That sounds great. Definitely let me know in the comments. Until next time, I will say if you get your hands on any of these 10 and you give them a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.